Live. I know, buddy.
Looks good on you. Oh, it's really cool. Thanks.
Always got your back.
No matter what.
Alright, we start this shit off with my boy Orion, aka Optimus, just cause he ain't got the stripes yet. Tippy-toeing his way through the Icon database. His ass is looking for the newest copy of the GTA 6. And when he finds it, he plugs that shit up into the PS7 and realizes, wait, this is just corrupted data. Orion, being an absolute OG, pulls the cartridge out of the gaming system, gives it the old and plugs it right back in. The console boots up and Orion is ready to watch the first cutscene of GTA 6, only to realize this is information he's seen before. This is just trailer 1 on repeat. Got my boy Orion saying some, ugh, why does every GTA 6 trailer end right there? Unknowingly, Orion was playing the PS7 connected to the surveillance net of the government, alerting one of the security bots in the area, which then come up to give Orion a quick old greeting. Orion not trying to find out what a Cybertronian jail cell looks like, so he right hooks the robot, dropping it to the ground like a sack of potatoes, and then he flees the scene of the crime. Backed up into the corner and surrounded by two Ronnie Coleman looking robots ready to rock his world, one of them even going as far as to say, "I'm gonna smash you." Whoa, bro, that's real weird. What kind of fight is this? What we trying to do here? Orion then goes into full class clown mode, using his chatting up skills to try and convince the pursuers to allow him to escape with a head start. Orion bounces as fast as possible, sliding, swinging, and knocking out one of the Ronnie Coleman robots on the way out, only to find himself thousands and thousands of feet in the air with no escape plan. Remembering the robot that he gave a right hook to, he turns around, grabs the robot, jumps out the window, and hopes to survive the fall. After running from the pursuers through buildings, bars, and jumping over bridges and trains, he's finally caught up to, and this is where we're introduced to my boy D16, aka Megatron, because he hasn't got his stripes yet either. And this motherfucker must be class clown just like Orion, because right after hitting the two Ronnie Coleman robots with a shopping cart, he proceeds to sweet talk them into letting both of them just go. We then cut forward to Orion and D just chilling on the metro, being best friends and shit, when Orion says he has a gift for D and pulls out a decal of the Prime Megatronus. Megatronus is obviously D's favorite Prime, because that's the Prime that stood on the most business, and you know my boy Megatron stands on business. We're then taken to the office where D and Orion conduct their daily 9 to 5, and this is where we realize they're underpaid and overworked miners. They're working in the mines day in and out with volatile energon, which just might blow up any minute. Speaking of which, when the mine goes boom, they got everybody on their feet getting the fuck out of there, not to end up like the energon that they're mining. Got my girl Black Widow robot screaming, "Evacuate!" And this is when we find out that Orion is a real G, never leaving no bot behind, turning around to go save Jazz, who's stuck under the rubble of the explosion. Unable to lift a boulder off my homie Jazz, D and Orion resort to using a rocket booster to make the rock easier to lift, saving Jazz in the nick of time right before he was shredded into tomorrow's Energon Hall. Darkwing then pulls up to the set, firing Elita 1 aka Black Widow robot right on the spot for not following protocol, to which Orion obviously comes in trying to save the day, but realizes that Darkwing ain't having none of this and starts talking mad shit to his face. D, realizing that a fight about to break out, comes in and tries to help out Orion, only to get knocked out right on the spot by Darkwing. We're then taken to D and Orion's bedroom, aka the Miners' Lodge, where we find out that their living conditions are absolute ass. They got D and Orion standing and sleeping. They got like a bench per 2 people. I mean, even if you're a robot, this is some fucking horrible conditions to be living in. D feeling down, dirty, and slimy because he just got knocked the fuck out by a bot twice his size. You know, feeling sad. But guess what? On comes the Sentinel podcast. This is D16's favorite bot. He's been looking up to Sentinel since he was a kid, and he can't believe that the show is on right now during one of his lowest moments. Listening to the show isn't even making D any happier, because this is the 650th time that Sentinel on here talking about the expedition to the surface didn't work out as planned and we didn't get the Matrix. On hopes to try and make people to like him after that announcement, Sentinel then gives everybody a day off to go and watch the Icon 5000, which I guess is like the Indy 500 for Americans. Orion then convinces D to come watch the Iacon 5000 with him from a secret illegal viewing spot, and then he tricks D to come race in the Iacon 5000 with him without D's consent. Orion out here trying to get seen by the bitches is not only a little mining robot anymore, but as one of them Ronnie Coleman robots capable of beating the Iacon 5000 with nothing but his wits. Impossibly so, Orion and D manage to get to first place and keep it all the way to the end, limping away to the finish line, only to be overtaken in the last second by literally everybody on the track. We cut to D and Orion sitting in a medical bay discussing how many years the both of them are gonna spend in prison for the bullshit that they just caused at the Iacon 5000. But surprisingly, Sentinel pops up into the room and tells them that they are the coolest robots that he's ever seen, and he can't wait for his robo-host to meet them. Sentinel talk about some, I'm about to show you guys the VIP Cybertron. This ain't no normal treatment. You guys are gonna see the real Energon drinks, the real Energon food, and the real experience of Cybertron. Sentinel then asks Darkwing's ugly ass to escort D and Orion down to the VIP Cybertronian lounge, to which Darkwing's salty ass takes D and Orion down to sub-level 25. That's not what the fuck your boss told you to do. D and Orion then find the scary looking yellow robot in the corner and starts pacing them up, talking about some,
what are you doing down here in level 25?
Turns out the scary yellow robot is a cute little scout bot called B127 who has completely lost his mind because he has more imaginary friends than the girl from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Orion, while chilling with B127 and his friends, accidentally knocks the head off of one of the homies. Fortunately, the head knocked off contained the GTA 6 trailer that Orion has been looking for this whole time. While watching the unreleased trailer of GTA 6, Orion realizes the location of the Matrix is embedded in the trailer, and that would make him the coolest bot on Cybertron if he could do what no other bot has been able to do in years. With a new map and motivation, after realizing that being stuck in sub-level 25 would lead nowhere, D, Orion, and B127 hop on a train to the surface of Cybertron to go and find the Matrix for themselves. On the train to the surface, they happen to run into the baddest bot alive, Black Widow Robot aka Elita 1, who gets stuck with them on their adventure as there's no way out of the speeding train that's going to the surface.